This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet, a slim front pocket wallet available in carbon fiber and titanium. With more than 250,000 sold, a lifetime guarantee and free shipping, get 10% off with the code GOLDFISH at ridgewallet.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Monday means it's Modern Monday here in Instant Deck Tech land, and we have a spicy one to look at today. This is Unexpected Trap. You might remember a while ago we played Unexpected Tron. Well, this is another take on Unexpected Results, and a kind of a very different take on it, but it still looks like a super spicy, just really unique kind of ramp deck. So this one comes to us from Yamaguchi Mashinori, who took it to a top 8 finish in a small Japanese tournament, so congrats to Yamaguchi on a really cool deck. A quick reminder before we break down Unexpected Trap for Modern. If you enjoy this deck and you want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So Unexpected Trap starts off with Unexpected Results. Unexpected Results, you probably remember this one. 4 mana sorcery. When you resolve it, you shuffle your library, reveal the top card of it. If it's a non-land card, you can play it without paying its mana cost. If it's a land, you put it on the battlefield and you can bounce Unexpected Results back to your hand, so you can try again the next turn. So there's not really any way of breaking Unexpected Results because of that shuffle effect. You can't like stack the top of your library or anything. However, if you play enough big powerful things, you can't just kind of shift the odds in your favor, and then worst case you hit a land and then you can spin again the next turn and hopefully get something big. So Unexpected Results in this deck is joined by Summoning Trap, which is another way that we can dig through our deck to find our big creatures and put them right on the battlefield. So Summoning Trap, 6 mana, although if one of our creature spells gets countered, we can cast it for 0 mana, but we get to look 7 cards deep in our library and put a creature from those 7 on the battlefield. The rest go on the bottom. So these 2 cards give us 8 different ways of potentially cheating big creatures into play on the cheap. So one of the unique parts of this deck is the creatures that we're cheating into play. So we do have one Emrakul the Eonstorm, the biggest, the baddest, but this is just a one-of. We're not going to hit Emrakul all that often because it's just one card in our deck. Although when we do Unexpected Results into it or Summoning Trap into it, pretty good chance it's going to be able to end the game. But really, the theme of this deck that makes it unique is we have a lot of cheaper but still powerful creatures like Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan, super sweet in this deck because it can ramp us into things like Emrakul naturally, although that's not our primary plan, but it's also just 6 mana, so in theory we can cast it naturally if we don't have Unexpected Results or Summoning Trap. Plus, even though it's not Emrakul devastating, a 6/6 trample that's grabbing 2 lands when it comes into play and when it attacks, that's still really powerful even in a format like Modern. So that's kind of more the theme of this deck, with cards like Worldbreaker, Sylvan Primordial, Acidic Slime are blow up your stuff and still leave a big body behind. And again, like Sylvan Primordial, it's not an Emrakul. It's not instant I win the game in 1 attack, but it's only 7 mana, so we can cast it. Same with Worldbreaker. Plus, it's a really big body, and it's blowing up our opponent's stuff, putting them down on resources. Acidic Slime, not the most exciting hit, but still gets to blow up a land or an artifact or enchantment, leaves behind a Death Touch body. Then we have our dragons, and these are kind of our creature matchup hits. Dragonlord Atarga, close to a Wrath, dealing 5 damage when it comes into play, plus an 8/8 flying trample, massive body. Dragonlord Dramoka, really good against aggro because it's massive in lifelinking. Also shuts down counter spells. It can't be countered. Opponent can't cast spells in our turn, so if we're main phasing our spells, our opponent can't really interact with them at all. So these are more big but still castable hits. Then we have Gaia's Revenge. That's our control deck tech. Can't be countered, hasty, can't be targeted by non-green spells or abilities, so it's basically hex-proof for the most part against any of the removal that sees play in Modern. You can't dismember it or path it or anything like that. And then it just comes in, smashes our opponent, smashes our planeswalkers, whatever they got going on. Then we have our ramp. So the reason that we're not overloaded on 15 mana Emrakuls and 12 mana Eldrazi is we actually want to be able to cast our spells and still cheat them into play with unexpected results and Summoning Trap, but we want to be able to play fairly. So with Arbor Elf and Utopia Sprawl as our really fast ramp package, Arbor Elf on turn 1 into Utopia Sprawl on turn 2 is going to give us 4 extra mana that turn and can potentially get us up to 6 mana for like Primeval Titans, Dragonlord, or Mocha as early as turn 3. Combine that with Birds of Paradise and Sylvan Carry added, and it's pretty realistic that we're just hard casting Dragonlords and Primordials and all that stuff really early in the game. So that's one of the nice parts of this deck, although unexpected results and Summoning Trap are really powerful effects, we can still play fairly if something goes wrong if we don't draw them, thanks to all of our ramp. We also have Garruk, Caller of Beasts, which is pretty spicy in this deck. We're playing almost exclusively creatures outside of our cheat creatures into play stuff, so Garruk, when we tick it up, probably gonna hit like 2 or 3 creatures, so tons of card advantage. We can also just put a green creature into play from our hand with the -3, which is like our Dragonlords, Atarkas, and Dromokas, and Primeval Titans, which is a pretty fine deal. And then if we ever emblem it, which isn't really our primary goal, it's just insane creature tutoring, casting creatures, getting more creatures, digging through our deck, really going crazy. So a really cool backup plan for the deck. In the mana base, we got a bunch of unique options. Beseiju to make unexpected results and Summoning Trap uncounterable. Mosswort Bridge, another backup way to cheat things into play. We have so many big creatures that will get 10 power on the board pretty easily, and then we can just use Mosswort Bridge to hide away an Emrakul or a Dragonlord. Kessig Wolfrun for more damage, Bojuka Bog to get rid of graveyards, some fetch lands, one of the Zendikar, Battle for Zendikar lands, some shock lands, some basic lands. As far as the sideboard, we get some more big stuff. Worldspine Worm, another really big, huge finishing option to cheat into play. Ulamog to deal with non-creature permanents or creature permanents. The Exile's really nice. Platinum Empyrean, one of our best options against decks like Burn, where they just really can't deal with it, and our life total not changing means we're never going to die. Oracle gives us some more ramp. Plasm Capture and Mindbreak Trap give us a couple of counter spells. Little bit expensive. Mindbreak Trap, great against Storm. And Plasm Catcher, in theory, if we counter like a Teferi or some other somewhat expensive spell, we're going to get a ton of mana because it works like a mana drain. And then we can use that mana to cast something really big the next turn when we untap. A bunch of removal with Engineered Explosives, Ratchet Bomb is kind of early game sweepers, Crossing Gip, Rex Sage for artifacts and enchantments, Revoker, kind of a catch-all, Surgical Extraction for graveyards, Oath of Nissa to dig through our deck, I guess, and then one mountain because you never know when you need another land, and that is Unexpected Trap for Modern. And that's been our instant deck tech for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.